Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. 7-7, our score after one. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Pickett sets up play action. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with a tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow eluding the pressure right. That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 44 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At the 41-yard line. Off play action. Pickett And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Here we go, D. All day.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett escaping the pressure right. And the catch made by Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Oh, you got D?
Pickett back to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pickett right back to the air again. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, 49 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 7, Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This time they stay on the ground, and this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taylor now returning it. And out of bounds bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NF. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard. And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Pickett now from the gun here. Flushed out right. Pickett lost it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Highsmith. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their...
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen? Captain, I'm strapped in. No, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go. Right 80. Right side. Check safety. Check safety. Check 44. Check side.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
11, 11, 11. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape. 11, MT, tape.
From the 24, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
I got it. Hey, watch here. 11, MT, 11, MT. Switch. No.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And his throw here's incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. there to make the grab. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
12.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
11, Thomas.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow, man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. After 7-0 on EA Sports. To the air again, Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
11, Thomas. 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. 11.
Now Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
11. Watch the whip. Check it back.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. Burrow going for it on 4th. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
We won it. Come on, work. Check 55.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it fly for Austin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Watch out. Check. Crunch. Shit.
Here's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Come on now. Let's do this.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
He's going to go up top again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here I come.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
11 mighty. Y'all playing the wrong football. Shoot. Tight dog.
From the 29,
Burrow finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow rolling to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
Here we go.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Here we go. 11 mighty. Right 80.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Under 10. Check 11. Check 13. Shoot.
On 2nd and 7.
Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. McPherson on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter. And oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Flushed out right. Pickett lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They hand this off to Harris, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Cameron Sample in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 16.
11, 11, 11. Hey, watch it. Switch. 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decided to run a little screen play. Maybe get their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Let's go.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Pickett to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Burrow. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Throwing, Burrow. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.